What's eating you? Psychology Eats is here to help you. What's eating you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Well, today, in the office, I have the royal family. They came in today to do a family session. Um, just a little update on anyone who is unfamiliar with the royals. This is Harry, Prince Harry. This is his lovely wife, Meghan, and their little baby son, Archie. Now, what brings him into counseling? Well, what has happened is they have fled the kingdom. Harry was raised in England. His mother was the late Princess Diana, the beloved Princess Diana. His father is King Charles. Is your father king? He's under the king because there's still a king, his grandfather, but his father's like a junior king over in England. And Meghan is born and raised in LA, but then she moved to England as an actress, and somehow, somewhere, her and Harry hooked up, got married. Okay. Now, the issue and why they left the royal family, now you can go and check their interview with Oprah to get all the full details. But why I brought them into the office today is to talk about why they were so surprised at the racism that they encountered from Harry's family. Now, Meghan is biracial. Meghan's mother is black, African American, and her father is European white, well, American white, and Harry's parents are both white. And so the royal family has a their history of racism against black people dates all the way back when England, when the English financed the first ships to come to the new land of America and kill off its inhabitants. And that was all funded from England. And also, they funded the ships that went to Africa, captured slaves, and enslaved them. They have a long history of racism. So I don't understand why Harry was so surprised. I don't understand it. Anyway, oh, I wanted to say, I love your fascinator, and I had to wear mine because I knew you were going to wear yours. I love it. So, anywho, so what happened was Meghan. Now, when Charles, this Harry, when Harry first started dating Meghan, Harry's always been the rebel. Harry is like his mother. That's why we love him. His little ginger hair, we love him. Diana put up with they crap for as long as she could before she said I can't do it. And Harry, you just like your mother, and we love it. We love you for that. So Harry decided that he loved Meghan. Harry had his choice of 1,000 women plus in England, Spain, America, Africa, wherever. He could have had his choice because Harry ain't no ugly man. Okay? So he decided he loved Meghan, and that's what it's going to be. So, of course, you know the royals can't come right out and say, you can't marry that half black woman. Some of them could have said it. Harry, I don't know if they said that. What we know is that they told Harry that they had concerns that little Archie would come out too dark. That was their concern, that little Archie would come out too dark. And they had an issue if little Archie was going to be too dark or not. And I said, little Archie can change colors. And they knew that. Little Archie could be light one day, dark the next. He's a perfect blending of these two. Perfect. So, light one day, dark the next. And so, Harry told Meghan what they had said. And she was pissed. Hurt, pissed, the whole nine. They made a decision that they needed to flee the family. And that took a lot of guts from them, because what has happened, because they have left and cut ties off with the royal family, they cut Harry off of everything. Finances, everything. Security, drivers, cars, whatever. And he said, you know what, then it is what it is, because I'm going to be with my wife and my son. And that's just what it is. And so, when we look at both of these two, I commend you guys on standing up for your love for each other. But I'm concerned. I'm concerned, Meghan, because you come from a pretty dysfunctional family. Your family is a mess, girl. Your father is out here selling stories about you to anybody who will listen. You have two half sisters that both need immediate mental health treatment, and they drag you every chance they get. Poor Harry has been cut off from his brother, his father. I think he said nobody's speaking to him. So these two are literally against the world. Their love, they are fighting for their love in their family. And so what I'll say to you guys is I'm not surprised about the racism, and you shouldn't be surprised about it either. You shouldn't. You really just shouldn't. As a matter of fact, Harry, I remember some years ago you went to Halloween dressed as Hitler. Now, look, I believe it was. Y'all fact check me on that, but you learned your lesson on that, because we dragged your ass. But you've learned your lesson. I would just say to you two, your treatment plan is this. Stay in counseling, stay in treatment. You have a long fight ahead of you. Meghan does have a good mom, and her mom is supportive of her and her family. So she does have support. Build a new support group around yourselves. Sometimes your support group does not have to be family, especially if your family is dysfunctional. So build a support team around you. Find a good family counselor, maybe an individual counselor. And I believe you two are going to get through this. I really do. I think that you have a beautiful long marriage ahead of you, but you're going to have to fight for it. Meghan, congratulations on your the new baby. She's pregnant. But I really believe, and also, Harry, I want you to take some racial classes. Learning how to be a father to a biracial child. I don't think you learned a lot about color and colorism and all the things that go with being a mixed child. Meghan knows because she's a mixed child. But maybe you can take some classes or talk to some people who are maybe mixed race other than your wife and work on that. But other than that, you two, you don't need medicine. You don't need any medication. You just need to continue to work on your marriage. And if your families come around and get better, then great. But I wouldn't hold my breath. I just wouldn't. I think you got to just move on without your families, really. So that's it. That's all. Thank you, everyone. Please drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and let me know, who else do you want me to bring in my office to do an evaluation? Thank you.